राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे. Okay, so we'll continue with the sloka number 12 today. Hope my voice is clear. Please put it in the chat. My voice is clear.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. I'll unmute everyone. You can chant the sloka after me. Pashya prayantir abhavanya yoshito.
Pashya
Jaya Prayanti
Yoshito.
Yoshito.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om
Bhagavate
Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om
Bhagavate
Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Pashya
Vasudevaya.
prayantir abhavanyo yoshita.
Pashya
Prayantir
prayantirabhavanya yoshitaha.
Abhavanyo Yoshito.
Pashya prayantir abhavanya yoshito.
Pashya
Pashya
prayantirabhavanya
Prayantir
yoshito.
Abhavanya Yoshito.
Api alankrataha kanta sakha varutashaha.
Api alankrita kanta sakha varutashah.
Shambrajabhi sitishkanta manditam.
Yasam rajadvihi shitikantamanditam.
Napo vimane kalahamsa panduvi.
Nabho vimane kalahams pandubhi.
Mataji. Pashya prayantir apavanya yoshito. Api alankrita kanta sakavarutasha. Shamrajagvi sitikanda manditam. Nabho vimane kalahamsa pandubihi. Anyone likes to chant? Raise a digital hand. Yes, Neeraja Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pashya prayantir abhavanya yoshito api alankritaha kanta sakha varutashaha yasam vrajadbihi sitikanta manditam nabho. One second Mataji. Nabho kalahamsa pandubihi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Aishi Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone. Pashya Prayantir Abhavanya Yoshito Apyalankrita Kanta Sakavarushasa Yasham Vrajadavihi Stikanta Manditam Nabho Vimanam Kalahamsa Panduvihi.
Hare Krishna. Madhavi Mani Mai Devidas.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam. Pashya prayantirabhavanya yoshito api alankrita kanta sakha varutashaha yasam vrajadbhi shitikantamanditam nabho vimane kalhamsa pandubhihi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Supriya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pashya prayantir habhavanya yoshito apyalamkritah kanta sakah varuttashaha yasham vrajadbihi shitikantamanditam nabho vimanai kalahamsa pandubihi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vanita Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी पश्य प्रयान्तिरभवन्यया योषितो अपि अलङ्कृता कान्तसखावरुतशः यासां व्रजाभिः शितिकण्ठमण्डितं नभो नभो विमाने कलहंस पण्डुभिः हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Moksha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी पश्य प्रयान्तिरभवन्ययोषितो अपि अलङ्कृतकान्तसखावरुथशः यासां वृजब्धिः सितिकण्ठमण्डितं नभो विमाने कलहंस पाण्डुभिः
Hare Krishna. Shashi Mataji.
तस्य प्रान्दितर् अभ्याध्यायसितो साई अलङ्कारः कान्त सखा वरुषसा यस्यं ब्रज ब्रजीयश्री कान्तामण्डितं नभो विमानभ कलाहंसा प्रच्युतम्
Hare Krishna. Rashmi Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll continue with the synonyms. Pashya, just see, Prayantihi, going, Abhava, who never born, Anya Yoshitaha, other women, Api, certainly, Alankritaha, ornamented, Kantasakaha, with their husbands and friends, Varutashaha, in large numbers, Yasham, of them, Prajadbi, flying, Siti Kanta, O blue-throated one, Mantitam, decorated, Nabaha, the sky, Vimanehi, with airplanes, Kalahamsa, swans, Pandubihi, white. Translation. O never born, O blue-throated one. Not only my relatives, but also other women dressed in nice clothes and decorated with ornaments are going there with their husbands and friends. Just see how their flocks of white airplanes have made the entire sky very beautiful. Hare Krishna Supriya Mataji, the purport.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Here, Lord Shiva is addressed as Abhava, which means one who is never born, although generally he is known as Bhava, one who is born. Rudra, Lord Shiva is actually born from between the eyes of Brahma, who is called Swayambhu, because he is not born of any human being or material creature, but is born directly from the lotus flower, which grows from the abdomen of Vishnu. When Lord Shiva is addressed here as Abhava, this may be taken to mean one who has never felt material miseries. Sati wanted to impress upon her husband that even those who were not related to her father were also going, to say nothing of herself, who was intimately related with him. Lord Shiva is addressed here as blue-throated. Lord Shiva drank an ocean of poison and kept it in his throat, not swallowing it or allowing it to go down to his stomach, and thus his throat became blue. Since then, he has been known as Nilakantha or blue-throated. The reason that Lord Shiva drank an ocean of poison was for others' benefit. When the ocean was churned by the demigods and the demons, the churning at first produced poison. So because the poisonous ocean might have affected others who were not so advanced, Lord Shiva drank all the ocean water. In other words, he could drink such a great amount of poison for others' benefit, and now, since his wife was personally requesting him to go to her father's house, even if he did not wish to give that permission, he should do so out of his great kindness. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. Umajnanatimrandasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshumidam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakatamahyam Tadandi Swapatantikam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitari Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare पश्यपयन्तिरभवन्ययोषितो अपि अलङ्कृता कान्तसखावरुत्तशः याशां व्रजापि शितिकण्ठमण्डितं Nabho vimane kalaham sa pandubihi. Translation. O never born or blue-throated one, not only my relatives but also other women dressed in nice clothes and decorated with ornaments are going there with their husbands and friends. Just see how their flocks of white aeroplanes have made the entire sky very beautiful. So, Hare Krishna, Mother Sati is addressing Lord Shiva as Neelakanta, blue-throated one, and she says that you have drank poison so as for others' benefit, right? For the benefit of others. But here it is said he drank poison and kept it in his throat, not swallowing it or allowing it to go down his stomach. Why did Lord Shiva do that? Why he didn't allow it to go inside? Why did he just keep it in the throat? Acharya comments on this. Does anyone know?
Krishna
It
lives in his
represents
heart.
Krishna's.
Krishna lives in his heart now.
Yes, who's this? Suresh Prabhu got it right. Krishna is in everyone's heart as Paramatma, no? So if he drinks it and just go near his chest area, Krishna is there. He don't want the Lord to get affected by this poison. So it's just an Acharya comments that why he kept in his throat. When he drank to save others because somebody has to accept that poison and only Lord Shiva could do it. So when he was having, then he thought, oh, my Lord is there in my heart. So if I drink that, it should not disturb him because Tumare Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. A pure devotee have Krishna in their heart always. Always. That's what Diksha it happens, no? When Guru gives you the beads, he's actually giving you Krishna from his heart to your heart. So that's called Diksha ceremony. It's happening. So he have Krishna, is Param Vaishnava, he have Krishna in his heart, so he didn't allow. So this is the same thing the Acharya comments when Putana came. Krishna closed his eyes, right, when he saw Putana. There are many reasons why Krishna closed his eyes. One of the reason is Krishna was just remembering Neelakanta because in another pastime it happened by the ocean churning where Lord Shiva drank the poison. So Krishna was meditating on Lord Shiva. Okay, you drink the poison part, I'll drink the milk. So in that way also Acharya comments that Krishna closed his eyes for a second, was remembering Lord Shiva for that. So he drank poison for whom? For the benefit of others. This is called Param Vaishnava. Right? Vaishnava is like that. For others' benefit, they'll do anything. Like Srila Prabhupada was also like that. For others' benefit, they can go an extent of even drinking poison. That means even taking the most difficult task. Srila Prabhupada also risked his life and went to America. Even all his disciples are doing the same thing, right? So here it is said that it's out of his great kindness. Mata Sati know that he drank poison. And sometimes wives, in order to get something done by their husband, they'll start mustifying or they'll put soap and also they'll say, see, you are so nice, you're so kind, you drank poison for them and you were so kind to them. Why don't you be kind to me as your wife? So like that, they just to get the things done. So she's also doing the same thing, imitating normal women, and she's saying that you're so kind. So this is one of the quality of a Vaishnava. In Bhagavatam also says, the 11th canto, that what is the quality of the Vaishnava? The main thing is Kripalu, right? Kripalu, Akradoshatas. So Titiksha, all these are different qualities. So 26 qualities of a Vaishnava is mentioned. In that it says Kripalu means unable to tolerate the suffering of others, Paradukha Dukhi. Okay, and also in Chaitanya Charitamrita also says the different qualities. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Kripalu Akrita Droho, Satya Sarasama, Nidosha Vaganya Mritu Shuchi Akinchana. All these are the different qualities. The first quality is Kripalu, merciful. So Vaishnavana Medasham Bola, Lord Shiva is the best Vaishnava. He has to have this quality of being merciful. So these are the different qualities of a Vaishnava. And this you can see devotees are always merciful. I'm talking about pure devotees. They are merciful, they are humble, truthful, equal to all, faultless, magnanimous, mild and clean. They are without material possession. No, Lord Shiva fits into all these categories. Surrendered to Krishna, desireless, perform welfare work for everyone, peaceful, indifferent to material acquisitions, fixed in devotional service, and completely control the 6 bad qualities, lust, anger, greed, and so forth. And eat only as much required, respectful, grave, compassionate, without false prestige, friendly, poetic, expert, and silent. So these are the different qualities which Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. So about kindness, when I say about Guru Maharaj also, I heard nice pastime. What about his kindness? So what happened? Once he was flying abroad. So because of his health issue, he should have a particular type of bed and should be inclined in a particular way. Otherwise, what happens when he lie down straight, there'll be fluid in his lungs and he can't breathe. So that happens when you go to any hospital. You'll see they'll have a bed which can be pushed up and down, like based on his availability, like how he's comfortable. So initially when Maharaj went, it was a Grihasta's house, and Grihastas, they were not knowing about the bed. So they tried different bed and tried to incline it, and many things they did. And Mahavara Prabhu used to sleep in each bed to see. This is not good. No, this is not inclined. It should be like 30-35 degrees something. And no, this is not perfect for Maharaj. No, this is not perfect. Then they ran all the neighborhood to get different beds. All the devotees came with the beds. Nothing happened. Then finally they had to go to the temple. I think it's Montreal. Somewhere they have to go to the temple, which is like 45 minutes drive. So Maharaj was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, they're enjoying. All this drama was going on. Mahavara Prabhu sleeping, getting up and all that. Maharaj was watching all this. Then after 2 hours, finally they got the bed from the temple, and finally it was set, and Maharaj was like, yes, now it's perfect. Now Maharaj can sleep. Because that's what the pulmonologist, the respiratory lung disease doctor said to the secretaries, that this is how they take care of Maharaj. Even that position, because he should sleep nicely, otherwise how will he preach, how is his body going to be there? So they somehow got the bed and everything happened. 2 hours the drama was going on in front of Maharaj. So finally Maharaj Prabhu was like, Maharaj, now you can sleep, everything is perfect. So Maharaj was like, 2 hours I'm watching all the drama happening. I don't want to sleep in bed consciousness, I want to sleep in Krishna consciousness. Let's read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And half an hour, everybody's like, it's the middle of the night. After 2 hours, we made the bed ready. Now we all have to sit and listen to Chaitanya Charitamrita. So they again sat, and he was, because he knew that the disciples did so much for them. And to make that Grihastha comfortable, he sat and took a class for half an hour, because that Grihastha might feel bad, like I'm not able to arrange a bed for Maharaj. So to make them comfortable, so this is what he is. He didn't want to hurt their feelings. So for that, he sat again half an hour. Still his health was not good. He flew and came. He was tired, but still he was compassionate to them. He was so kind to them. And another time what happened, another pregnant lady came to meet Maharaj, and it was the middle of the night, and every disciples are like, now no more visitors. But she was pregnant. She never seen Maharaj in her life, so she wanted to take darshan. So nobody knows her. She was kind of new. And then when Maharaj knew that she was pregnant, Maharaj was like, let her in. I'll talk to her. So she came. He was talking half an hour, 45 minutes. So there's something called Simanta ceremony happening, like where you have a sacrifice for the pregnant ladies, but that didn't happen for her. So Maharaj is like, didn't happen for you? We'll do it now. So every disciple is like, it's abroad, and what Simanta ceremony you're going to do? It's like, I want a fire sacrifice in the middle of the night. Arrange. I don't know how you arrange. So disciples started running here and there. They got a big kadai and they kept it, and they went around to get some twigs and everything. Then they started having a fire sacrifice. Maharaj sat there for her. He don't even know her, never seen her. She's not even sheltered by him, but he's showing that mercy. We don't know whether he's going to meet her again in life. Still, this is the mercy what Maharaj shows. You know, the all great Vaishnavas are so merciful. About Prabhupada, we have heard so much. But there are so many initiated disciples here. We don't know much about our Guru Maharaj. We should know. The more we know about him, the more we become attached to him. We are attached to Prabhupada, but the same attachment we should have to Guru Maharaj also. When we start hearing from him, we know how great he is. Okay. So another time what happened, the disciples wanted a temple, abroad only. And in that temple, there were some dacoits coming and disturbing them. Even the police were not supporting them, because they bribed the police and something happened. And they were literally beating the devotees up, because they're not stopping the temple construction. So when Maharaj visited, all the devotees were bruised and abrasions. They were all hit. So many places. When Maharaj saw this, he was so angry. His eyes became red, and he was like, he heard all these complaints. They kept complaining, Maharaj, even police is not supporting us, what to do, and we're not able to build a temple. Nobody saw Maharaj like that. He was very angry, and he immediately got up and walked to his car, and he sat in the car and said, take the car to police station. So what is he going to do? He's going to beat up the police or what? But shockingly, when he went to the police station, Maharaj went with his danda and did flat obeisances to the police officer. Just obeisances, and the police, everyone got embarrassed. Like, Maharaj, I mean, you're a sadhu, you should not pay obeisance to us. Maharaj begged them that, please, we are not saying you to be partial to us. At least be neutral. The court case is going on. Please be neutral. And that one act of paying obeisances melted all the police, and they started supporting the ISKCON authorities, and finally the temple came up. So he didn't even bother whether I'm great, Param Vaishnava, I'm a pure devotee, disciple of Srila Prabhupada, nothing like that. Even to a Karmi police also he paid his obeisances. So when that Grihastha was sad that he's not able to arrange a bed for Maharaj, I forgot to continue that story. And then Maharaj said, when I was in Bangladesh, I used to sleep in the cattle shed. He went to a village to preach, and nothing was there at that time. That was long back when Maharaj's health was good, and they were very poor. In Bangladesh, they were very poor. No place to sleep for Maharaj. So finally Maharaj said, that cattle shed is there, I'll sleep there. And Krishna's naming ceremony also happened there. So they cleaned up with cow dung and everything, and there he slept. So he can adjust anywhere and everywhere. Like Srila Prabhupada was also like that. Okay, so this is how their mercy is. Okay, so once when the same thing when I remember about Prabhupada, and Prabhupada used to be always thinking how great Krishna is, and he used to cry. So Govinda Dasi Mataji was cooking for Prabhupada. She knew that it normally happens, but there was a servant, first time he is serving Prabhupada. Prabhupada was having prasadam, and finally she made gulab jamun, so Govinda Dasi Mataji. So this Prabhu went and took the gulab jamun and came back to give Prabhupada. Prabhupada is having the gulab jamun and continuously crying. He's like, why? Gulab jamun was good, no? Why is Prabhupada crying? He was not able to understand. Then he went and told to Govinda Dasi Mataji, see, Prabhupada is crying. She's like, yeah, she smiled. He keeps crying like that, that's okay. So he was very curious to know why Prabhupada was crying. So he asked, Prabhupada, why did you cry? What happened? Then he's like, no, I was thinking how merciful Krishna and Guru Maharaj is, that he's sending all of you to me. Now all you people are there with me to help me reach Krishna consciousness. Now hearing that Prabhu started crying. Now Prabhu's like, why are you crying? Then he's like, I am thinking how grateful Krishna is that he sent you to me. And Prabhupada, he got Prabhupada. So that's how Prabhupada and great Vaishnavas are. Because the song E Baro Karuna Karo by Narottam Das Thakur also says, right? Patita Pavana Toma Vine Keho Nai. There's no one so merciful than a Vaishnava. Okay, so Vaishnavas are very, very merciful. This is the take-home lesson in this sloka. Says that, oh Vaishnava, please be merciful to me. There is no one except you who can purify the fallen souls. Darshane pavitra kare, just by seeing a pure devotee. All of you would have experienced, right? Like our personal experiences, Guru Maharaj had sore throat, and we had a drama to be presented. And even though his health was not good, he still came out in his wheelchair. He didn't even come near the stage. He was just there, not to upset us. He came and he was there for like half an hour with us, seeing all our drama and blessing all of us. So I know his health was not good. Even when we have sore throat or cold, we become very tired. And it was late night. He had a GBC meeting or something, and it was late night, 8:30, 9 o'clock. He came out and he was very merciful to all of us. So this is the mercy of a pure devotee, right? They just want to talk about Krishna consciousness. So Mahavara Prabhu used to say, when Maharaj never preaches, on that day his BP will shoot high. The day he preaches and talks and take class and meet devotees, then his vitals will be stable. So doctor said, let him do what he likes to do, because we can't stop a pure devotee from preaching, right? So they used to, even though his health condition is bad, still he used to preach and take class so that he becomes happy. Even Gaur Govinda Maharaj was like that. If he don't take a Bhagavatam class, he get headache. So that's how Param Vaishnavas are. They want to talk about Krishna. So here Mata Sati is saying all these qualities. See how a Vaishnava is. Vaishnavas, they are paradukha dukhi. They don't want to disturb others, and they do acts so as to benefit others. You also, you are Nilakanta because you drank the poison to benefit others. And you are great kind, you are very kind, no? So you give me permission to go to my father's house. So next two slokas is also about that. How Mata Sati is going on saying that please allow me, please allow me. So when she goes on saying, then what Lord Shiva says is, yes, you go. Because he knows he can't stop her. And if he stop her, how will the pastime happen? Like how if Arjuna didn't lament, then Bhagavad Gita would not be spoken. Or if Parikshit Maharaj didn't put a dead snake around Shamiga Rishi, Shringi won't curse and Bhagavatam won't happen. So everything happens for the cause, and Krishna knows this. So the pastime happened in such a way that Sati, in spite of Shiva warning her, he goes. And also here it is said that after bathing in the water of Ganges many times one become purified. But just by the sight of a pure devotee, the fallen souls will be purified. That's the power of a great Vaishnava. Okay, so they are Darshane Pavitra Koro, Yei Tumara Gun. Gangara Prashara Hoile Paschate Pavan. So when you take bath in Ganges, it takes so much time to purify. But Darshane Pavitra Karo. That's why when Maharaj comes, no, and especially in airport, everyone was like around him just to see his darshan, just to, because it will purify us. Pavitra Kore Tumara Yei Gun. That's their guna. Because they have Krishna. Krishna belongs to them. Right? Krishna belongs to them. In fact, they say that pure devotees are greater than Krishna because they can control Krishna. Krishna is theirs. They can give us Krishna. So this is why we repeatedly say, please take shelter of Guru Maharaj, take initiation, because he can give you Krishna. He is the only one who takes us to Krishna. And it is said that Tumara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. Tumara Hridaya. In their heart, there's always Govinda there. And Govinda Kahena Mora Vaishnavera Pran. And who is in the heart of Govinda? Krishna. Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam, Sadhunam Hridayam to Aham. Krishna says, Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam. All the sadhus are in my heart, and Sadhunam Hridayam to Aham. I am in their heart. So Krishna also sometimes meditates. He is meditating on his pure devotees. So Tumara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. So they'll have, that's why we pay obeisances, dandavats, when we see pure Vaishnavas, Param Vaishnavas. We are not respecting that body. We are respecting the Krishna in their heart. It's not Paramatma form in their heart. It's the 200 Shyam Sundar form in their heart. Because they are Param Vaishnavas, they are pure devotees. So Lord Shiva also having Krishna in his heart. Krishna is inducing Lord Shiva to make her go. Why? Because then only that pastime can happen. Right? And it is said, Prati Janme Kori Asha Charane Duli, Narottama Korodaya Apanarabuli. Prati Janme Kori Asha Charane. Every Janma I am asking for your dust of the lotus feet. So your heart is always a resting place of Govinda. Govinda says, Vaishnavas are in my heart. I desire the dust of your lotus feet in every birth I take. So every Janma we take, when you are surrendered to a Guru, it's Guru's responsibility to take you back. Right? So we should not let our Guru down. So we should always follow the regulative principles and never break it. And after initiation, please don't stop chanting. Like sometimes what happens, you're not able to complete 16 rounds, at least complete the next day. Somehow I have to do it because that mala has been touched by Guru. It's purified. Even though he can't chant on that mala, normally the Gurus, they chant, but because of his health issue, but he just touched it and chant once enough. He's taken you. Remember all of you like got the mala and he was pulling them towards him. So it's like pulling you towards Krishna. So Narottam Das Thakur says, please be kind upon us, that Vaishnava, that is, you have the 9 stages of devotional service, no? Starting with Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, and Athanivritti. Before Shraddha, there are 2 stages. Does anyone know? Anyone doing Bhakti Vaibhav will know. What are the 2 stages before Shraddha? No? Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, and Athanivritti, Nishtha, Asakti, Ruchi, Bhavati. Before that, there are 2 stages. Anybody knows? 2 stages before Shraddha? No? Okay, it is Satam Kripa and Mahat Seva. Okay, Satam Kripa means mercy of a devotee. Only if you get a mercy of a devotee will you have Shraddha. To have faith itself, we should need Satam Kripa, Kripa of a devotee, and Mahat Seva. Once you get the mercy, you start doing service to that devotee. So once you start serving and when you get the Kripa, when you start serving and you get the Kripa, then what happens? Satam Kripa, Mahat Seva, then Shraddha will start. So Sati Devi is asking for the mercy of Lord Shiva. Right? Without, as Navanisha Prabhu says, there's a mercy movement. Without the mercy, we can't progress in devotional service. So definitely every step, some devotee, some Vaishnava would have shown the mercy to us. That's why we are all here. Some kind of mercy. It might be small or big, whatever it is. So that mercy is actually required. So here, Lord Shiva is called Neelakanta, blue-throated. That's because of the poison he drank from the churning of the milk ocean. And he is glorifying his quality. She is glorifying his quality, saying that even Duryodhana also was like this, diplomat, right, in diplomacy. But that's not here. She's not diplomat here, but she's just glorifying that Vaishnava. so that he show that same mercy towards her. Okay, so ebaro karuna karo Vaishnava Goswami. We need to beg for that mercy. That's why we get up at Brahma Muhurta and attend Mangalarti, chanting our rounds. When we do that, we induce the mercy of a Param Vaishnava, pure devotee, right? And then when you start reading Prabhupada's books, so when we do some Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, it's not just attending class. Your reading is also important. If you don't read, you can't associate with Prabhupada. See, this purport is so nice. Prabhupada says that that this is how a Vaishnava is, right? Out of great kindness, the Vaishnava shows their mercy and they spread the mercy. They doesn't see patra abhatra deke. They doesn't see whether you're qualified or not. They will deliver you. If we are the most fallen, we get delivered first, right? Gurudev kripa bindu diya kauravayadase trinapeka adihina. Gurudev's mercy should be there. That's a Tranaya Karunya Gana Ganatam, we sing Samsara Dava. That mercy should flow to us. And how? Like mercy is compared to sunlight. Like only if you are out, you get that benefit of the sunlight. So when we work for Krishna, when we do devotional service, then and our intention is important. We are doing to please Krishna, okay, and Guru. So Guru and Krishna should get pleased. And when Guru is pleased, yasya prasado bhagavad prasada, yasya aprasada nakadegudopi. So only if you, and Guru is easy to be pleased than Krishna. Right? Guru gets pleased when you distribute Prabhupada's book, when you read Prabhupada's book, when you follow his instructions. Prabhupada is very happy with you. Right? If you don't follow, then what happens? Prabhupada become upset. Like even after taking initiation, if we are not following the rules and regulations, then that karma also goes to the Guru. So we should not put our Guru into trouble. We should not put Prabhupada into trouble. Because Krishna doesn't like when his devotee gets suffered, right? So immediately after going from Mangalore, Guru Maharaj was admitted. So much karma he had to take, so many karma, right? So even though he's a liberated soul, he's having a material body. So he's not in suffering, he's in transcendental bliss. Once Guru Maharaj went to Visakhapatnam temple and devotees gave him a plate to do aarti. So he was doing aarti. And whenever Guru Maharaj do aarti, like if you really watch him, there'll be tears in his eyes. He's like so merciful. Especially when he looked Radha Madhav in Mayapur, he'll be doing aarti, going on doing. So he can't move his right hand. So slowly disciples were supporting. And he was going on doing and going on doing. Normally it's like 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3 and then 7. After that also he was going on doing aarti. So disciples' hands started heating up. So the disciple just took his hand and again he caught him because Guru Maharaj can't do alone. And he thought maybe Guru Maharaj wants it to be done. So they went on and on and on. Nobody could stop him. Who has that guts to stop? Then finally Mahavara Prabhu has to come running and took the plate from Maharaj. Enough. Because he has to do it. Otherwise all his hand was red. Guru Maharaj's hand literally actually kind of burned. But he was not in material sense. He was just looking at Radha Madhava, I think in Visakhapatnam temple. Shri Radha Govind ki jai, Gaura Nitai ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So this is how a pure devotee is. He was immersed in worshipping Krishna that he didn't see that his hands were burning. When small diya you put and small burn, you just drop it. So 2-3 times it happened to me when I was putting diya and this burns, sometimes I drop it because I can't take that heat. So his hand was so soft and it was full red, but still he was going on doing because he's not in the bodily concept. He was just looking at the lordships and he's crying and one Mata just like, see, he's crying, see, his health is like that. Then he's not crying because of that. He's crying thinking the mercy which Krishna is giving. Pure devotees, they cry thinking of Krishna's mercy. Prabhupada cries because of thinking Krishna's mercy. So he was thinking how merciful Krishna is and he was doing and doing and Mahavira Prabhu has to snatch the aarti plate. And he said, enough Maharaj. I think, no, he didn't offend him. He just said, I think it's enough. You have already done so much aarti. I think it's enough Maharaj. Then he took it. So I still remember when he came to the resort here, the first thing Maharaj asked is, what is my schedule? What am I supposed to do? So Mahavira Prabhu was behind us. He was screaming near the swimming pool. He's like, this is a resort. This is a place for you to rest. This is not for your planning things. And then Minister Prabhu said, your health is important and your meetings are important. Ours is secondary. Then we'll plan what the schedule is. So he's so oriented. He's so conscious about what I can do, how I can serve others. So Maharaj is so merciful. So we should know his qualities. The more we know about him, the more we become attached to him. And when I was taking initiation 2 years back in Kartik month in Mayapur, and we went to a TOVP visit. We were just seeing all the construction happening, and there was one great Vaishnava, I forgot his name. He was there, and we like, Prabhu, please bless us. We're going to take initiation today from Maharaj. Then he said one thing. You don't know how great it is to be initiated by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. You don't know. You can never know. Then I was going on thinking, what did he mean by that? So then I remember the past time, once Guru Maharaj, I'll stop with this. He went to Bangladesh to preach. It was a village area. He never went. Nobody went to that place. So they lost their way, how to come back. So initially you've seen Guru Maharaj, he'll have a big kartal, and he used to do kirtan. So they went to an inner area in Bangladesh. They didn't know the place, no GPS, no signal, nothing. So how to come back? So nobody knew. Then they asked someone, they're not able to understand the language. That time Guru Maharaj was just learning Bengali and then Bangla language. And then finally, somehow Guru Maharaj led them. Come, I know, this way. Like, Guru Maharaj, you never came here. No, I know, this way. And finally, they reached the destination. So one disciple was so curious to know, how did Guru Maharaj know the way out? So he went and asked, Guru Maharaj, how did you know the way out? He's like, I have come here. So that disciple didn't have the guts to ask which Janma you came here or when did you come with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he's eternal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we are so fortunate. We don't deserve to be his disciples. And just because of Namanishra Prabhu's mercy, we are all here. So take advantage of it. We don't deserve it, not qualified, but still Guru Maharaj have taken charge of us. So it's our responsibility to help him preach Krishna consciousness, right? So each one of you, you may not be a preacher, at least you can distribute Bhagavad Gita, you can enroll others for the course, online course, go to Mayapur and do some service always, so that we can help Guru Maharaj to help Prabhupada fulfill his mission. The more you know about your Guru, the more you become attached to Guru. And getting attached to Guru is not material, it's spiritual. I think getting attached to Vaishnavas is spiritual. It will always take us to good level. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. So any idea of the eclipse timings? Does anyone know the correct timings? Because I am really confused. So sometimes actual Damodar month starts today, but then they do the Aarti from tomorrow. So you can all, yes, Hema Mataji? Is it midnight?
Mataji, lunar eclipse will start from 1:05 a.m. midnight to 2:25, and that Sutak will be applied from 4 o'clock evening.
But Sunita Mataji says 3:10 p.m. to 2:50 a.m. That's why even I got
up to 2:30 you can take solid food, and whatever after that you can take liquid food. This they gave from the Vaishno Devi Darbar, so they have the accurate timings.
So that's a midnight. That's why they were like, you don't have to bother anything. It's in midnight. But I don't know.
Midnight, but it is falling in the India, na? It will have effect for the 15 days.
Okay. So the timings, I have told Prabhu to check the timings, because we should always chant at that time and we should not cook at that time. So take care of the timings whenever there is eclipse in your place. You can also check in the Vaishnav calendar. So from tomorrow, you can all start doing Damodar Aarti, sing Damodar Ashtaka, read 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita daily if you can. Then read Bhagavatam. It's very glorious to read Bhagavatam in the Kartik month. And those who are coming for Yatra, get ready and get spiritually enlightened during the Yatra. So take care of your health and everything. And then we can have a blissful Yatra. Hare Krishna, everyone. Namanishra Prabhu is traveling, that's why he's not here. He'll be back on Monday. Yes, Shri Ranjini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, because of net, I couldn't get what you told before Shraddha. What we need? Guru's mercy.
Before Shraddha is Sadam Kripa and Mahat Seva. Sadam Kripa means the mercy of devotees, and Mahat Seva, Vaishnav Seva, serving devotees. So after that, Shraddha starts. Okay?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
That's in first canto, second chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining. Vancha kalpatarupascha kripa sindhubheva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namo kodi vaishnaviki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Bhagavatam ki jai.